In a Time interview, psychoanalyst Jordan Peterson called the first Frozen film a propaganda, arguing, perhaps correctly, that it failed to use the archetypes as they are embedded in the human psyche. But would this also be the case for Frozen 2, or does Frozen 2 do justice to the depiction of archetypes? Disney's talent of tapping into the cultural collective unconscious and mirroring it back to the public is evidenced through decades of successful storytelling. Utilizing archetypal narratives such as Cinderella and Snow White, Disney exposed that, for decades, the collective's focus has been on the anima and animus relationship, that is, the unification of masculine and feminine, or prince and princess. But the anima and animus seem to have taken a back seat as a new era of a spiritual and psychological narrative is echoed in Disney's most recent film Frozen 2. The film begins when Elsa hears a voice. Its call is coming from the mysterious Archetypal River, which is a storehouse of ancient memories said to possess all knowledge and answers. This symbolizes the call of the collective unconscious, of Elsa and her people. Her failure to be true to herself, as well as an injustice perpetrated by her ancestors, eventually pushes her out of her conscious comfort zone into the unknown of the unconscious abyss. Elsa's initial fear of the unconscious revelation and the repression of her shadow bursts out in the form of the four elemental spirits, fire, earth, water, and air, trying to destroy her kingdom of consciousness, symbolized by Arendelle. Elsa then journeys into the enchanted forest to rectify her relationship with the spirits of her unconscious, befriending the fire spirit, wrestling with the air spirit, and taming the water spirit. Upon finally accessing the Archetypal River, Elsa witnesses all of the ancient memories of her own life and the life of her tribes. Yet, it is only when she goes too far, deep into the river, risking drowning, that she finds the truth. Elsa learns the sins of her history, but also freezes to death in her unconscious. As Anna, Elsa's other half, corrects these sins by destroying the dam blocking the spiritual energy, the narrative is brought to a closed circle. Elsa comes back to life, then dashes towards Arendelle to redirect the water of the dam away. This is the flood of the unconscious, now released, and in this way she preserves her kingdom despite the opening of these spiritual gates. Elsa then realizes that she herself is the fifth spirit, the alchemical hero bridging the unconscious with consciousness, synthesizing spirit and matter. It's also stated that Elsa and Anna are actually both two sides of the fifth spirit. Indeed, while Elsa tamed three spirits, it was Anna who tamed the final earth spirit, not by coincidence, as the earth is the domain of the physical. True to this awareness, Anna takes her place as Queen of Arendelle, which symbolizes the physical and conscious, and Elsa takes her place as Queen of Nolfoldra, which symbolizes the spiritual and unconscious, where she has known in her heart all along that she belongs. Elsa listened to the voice of the collective unconscious and risked the plunge, but did so while remaining conscious, allowing for a personal and transpersonal revelation of truth about herself and her people. This concludes the story as one of integration of spirit and matter, of the unconscious and the conscious, and of the individual and the collective. The narrative in Frozen 2 is a classic archetypal depiction, not of the masculine and feminine, but rather of individuation, the process of synthesis of the self through the integration and union of consciousness with the unconscious. While this theme is not exclusive to Frozen 2, its explicit, direct, and mature depiction of the individuation process may be telling of human civilization's current archetypal attention. Perhaps Peterson would approve of Frozen 2?